There
Very nice.
nice.
And then I
Awesome.
could push the.
Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our second Working Wednesday. We are not doing the Motivation Monday for now, but we are doing the Working Wednesday. So in keeping with that, I thought I would do a little training on the concept of beach money. If you've never heard that term, it was coined by a gentleman with the name of Jordan Adler, who wrote the book called Beach Money, and I find it very apt. He is a network marketer and went through a lot of challenges for a while. In fact, went through, I think it was something like 10 years in 11 different companies before finally figuring out how the business worked. And probably one of the things that attracts me to him is that he's now an amateur chopper pilot because that's his hobby. And he's able to do that. He's able to do whatever he wants, wherever he wants, simply because he learned and understood the concept of this thing that he terms beach money. And it's a concept of earning a residual income. And the way that he puts it out is, I find, very good, very helpful. And that's what I'd like to cover tonight. I know this recording is going to be seen by quite a few people, and I will be sending it to a couple of people as well. So use it as you see fit. If you've got questions afterwards, please feel free to let me know. And it might become a two-part series. So let me get my infamous PowerPoints going so that you can all see what I'm talking about. Come on, why is this not wanting to disappear? Okay. Let me just shrink me down. All right, so as I said, we're looking at a thing called, or a concept called beach money. This is coined by Jordan Adler. If you would like to purchase the book in South Africa, it is available on Takealot. Internationally, it is available on Amazon. Just look it up and get the book. It's well worth the investment, in my opinion. So, first of all, what is beach money? You hear this term beach money, what does it mean? We're going to go buy a beach. Beach money simply means getting paid over and over again for working one time. It allows you to go to the beach or to travel wherever you want and get paid whether you go to work or not. We are so familiar with the concept of get a good job. In fact, we're always told, go to school, get a good education, go to varsity, get a better education, get a job that will secure you for life, that will look after you, and that will pay you a pension until the day you die. Well, sadly, that doesn't work anymore. And it hasn't done for numerous years. So the concept of this residual income was brought about a number of years ago. And it's a very good concept because people have found that 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or 7 to 7 doesn't work. Yes, it gives you a set income every month, but that's exactly it. It gives you a set income every month. And you have to go to work every day because if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. And if you quit going to work for a few days, you get paid even less. So that is the difference of a job. Because with beach money, you can go to work once, and then you can go to the beach, you can go on holiday. As a working person, people often joke about they'd like to take a 6-month holiday twice a year. Well, once you develop a residual income, that can become a realistic thing. Maybe not taking an entire year off, but you could go on holiday for 2 or 3 months at a time if your structure is correct. So beach money allows you to go to the beach or travel wherever you want and get paid whether you go to work or not. So go to bed, go to sleep, and you get paid. Wake up in the morning, and as Janet always used to say, she would wake up in the morning, open the curtains, look outside and see, it's raining outside. I'm not going to do any work today. But she still gets paid. If we have that, do the same thing, we won't get paid and we won't have a job. And just recently, there's been a huge number of layoffs overseas, where people literally woke up in the morning, tried to log onto their computers, and discovered that they had been retrenched, fired, let go. Their job was non-existent. No warning, no preparation. At least one person I saw had been working in the same job for 15 years and woke up in the morning and whoops, she didn't have a job anymore. There's another lady who was off on maternity leave, and she was breastfeeding her baby early in the morning, opened her phone, checked the messages and went, oh dear, I'm unemployed. Another gentleman that I saw recently is on paternity leave, same deal. Woke up in the morning, he didn't have a job anymore. Now, with residual income, that never becomes a problem, providing you set it up correctly. So beach money is also 100% passive income. You get to buy whatever you want, whenever you want. Again, I'll quote Janet, where she says, financial freedom is walking into a shop, looking around saying, oh, I like that phone. Let me have a look at it. I'll take it. How much is it? In fact, she doesn't even ask. She says, here's my card. Imagine walking into a shop, seeing, oh, I like that outfit. Here's my card. Or like Charlie does, walk into a garage and says, I want that vehicle with these optional extras. Here's my card. And drives out with a brand new vehicle, 100% paid for. You have a brand new phone, 100% paid for. That's the beauty of passive income. And you focus on aligning yourself with passive income rather than linear income, which is what you get from working for a salary. So you go to work, 8 o'clock in the morning, you leave work, 4:30 in the afternoon, you get paid. Whether you do work there during the day or not, that's sometimes a debatable thing, especially these days in this country. But if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. So you need to develop a dream. In order to get your non-linear income or your passive income, develop a dream. We've all heard this. None of the information I'm giving you is new. It's probably just told in a slightly different manner, and got me thinking a little bit as well. Write down your life dreams in a journal. Write your future life story in the present tense as if it has already happened. Forget your fears, your doubts, your apprehensions about what is and isn't possible. Have you ever read a novel? You pick up this novel, it's a gripping novel, and you just can't wait to turn the page to see what your hero is going to do next. What adventures is he going to find next? What challenges is he going to have? And quite often your hero will start off in a dreary job, broke, no work, challenges of note. And as the story develops, you page through, and you see them going through all the challenges. We've covered all of this in a previous book called The Dream Giver. And you go through all these fears. What if it doesn't work? What if people will laugh at me? What if people will tell me it's a scam? What if it does work? What if it is a legitimate business? What if it brings you financial freedom? You can doubt yourself. That's okay. But forget those doubts. Don't let them hold you back. That's the important bit. So you can have the doubts, but don't let them hold you back. So you write your dreams and your life as if it's a novel. You are the hero. You are the fiction hero. What is your hero going to do? Where is he going to live? What car is he going to drive? What action is he going to take? Where is he going to travel? Write it out in such detail that if you're a reader like I am, your imagination will spark this movie of what that life is like. Be like an architect designing a building. Again, we've heard all these stories. What does that building look like? How many rooms? What size are the rooms? How many floors? How many windows? Where's the cupboards going to be? Where's the kitchen going to be? Where's the bedroom going to be? Where's the bathroom going to be? Everything exactly as a builder would need to build the building, or a movie director would need to take the script to create the movie. Be specific. What, where, how much, etc. Be measurable. What sort of house? What sort of car? The color, the model, the fuel consumption if you want to. What sort of income you're looking at? 10,000 Rand, 20,000 Rand, 100,000 Rand, or if you want to talk dollars, $10,000, $2,000, $50,000. What income are you earning in your dream life? Where are you living? I know I'm very happy with where I'm living right now. I would like to make some improvements to my house. I would like to have a different car in the garage. Specifically, I would like that car to be fully paid for, and I'd like the house to be fully paid for, and I'd like my garden to be landscaped, but I like the area that I'm in. I just need to change a few things on the house. So we're part of the way there. It needs to be achievable. Are you actually able to reach your goal? Are you able to walk on the moon? It's doable. Other people have. But are you able to walk on the moon? Probably not. And I'll speak to myself. Am I able to run the Comrades Marathon? Physically, probably yes. Mentally, almost definitely no. It's not one of my goals. It's not one of my dreams. One of my goals was to be able to run the park run in 30 minutes or less. Is that achievable? Very definitely yes. Have I done it? Yes. Do I need to improve my time? Yes. But I'm not going to be hitting the course record either, which currently stands at 15 minutes. I've got no desire to do that. It is achievable, but not by me. So you need to be realistic. Is it physically possible? Are you physically able to lift a weight that is at least your body weight, in fact, double your body weight? Are you able to do that? Would that be a realistic goal for you to do? In my case, I don't have to worry about too much weight over there to lift, but yeah, are you physically able to walk, I will say, from Shelly Beach to Durban, or from Durban to Shelly Beach? Are you physically able to do it? It is possible because others have done it, but are you physically able to do it? If not, that goal could not be realistic for you. It needs to be timed. Set the dates on your calendar. So to put business into perspective, when are you taking your next step? Is it written on the calendar? My Emerald Director is written on the calendar. Will I achieve it? I don't know. I'm aiming for it. I do need to ramp up my effort a little bit to get there, but it's on the calendar. Am I going to Bloemfontein this year? Yes, it's on the calendar. Am I going to Impact Summit this year? Yes, it's on the calendar. Is it on your calendar? Are you going to be there? Have you bought your tickets? Have you already started to prepare and plan? If not, do something about it. And then what you need to do is take your journal with all your goals, your dreams, and you read 1 to 2 pages every night for about a year, as if you're reading a novel. Remember I said when we started about a novel, you can't wait to turn the next page to see what's going to happen? Well, you are the hero in your novel, and you're going to read your novel every night. And you're going to reread it. So maybe it's 10 pages long. I don't know. However many pages long as it is, you read 1 to 2 pages of your journal every night for about a year, just like you would read a novel. And what Jordan did when he did his, he sat out in the bush somewhere, and he wrote and wrote and wrote, and he said he did this, and then he took the journal and he threw it in a box, and he forgot about it. And he didn't realize what was happening until 7 years later, when he found the journal in the box and realized that everything he had written in his journal was exactly what he was living at that time. So it's doable. You just need to do it. Don't hesitate. Have you ever tried to jump over a puddle, but you sort of hold yourself back? Have you ever tried walking across a stream on stepping stones? And you look and you go, but it's wet, I might slip. I can't see that stone over there. Is it actually there? Oh, that one moved slightly. And you hesitate. Is that old saying, who hesitates is lost. If you haven't attempted this before, have you ever watched a video clip of someone attempting something like doing something and hesitating and seeing the result? It's tough to attract customers when you're doubtful about your company. And this was something that made me look at it twice. Do you have any doubts in our company? Is there any just minuscule little doubt in the company, in the product, that could hold you back? When we join a company and begin working, if we have any lingering concerns about the product, the industry, or personal skills, our results will be mediocre at best. You will never be able to give your full strength to it if you have those doubts. Lingering doubts stemming from our past experiences and conversations with others will destroy any chance we have for success. So if somebody says, yeah, but we tried that, it didn't work. That's just a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. Those products are just pyramid scheme junk, which I've seen described recently. Not about us, but people tend to, uneducated people, tend to say that. And it sometimes causes that bit of doubt. Have you got that doubt? Or do you trust our products, our company, our concept, literally with your life? I know I do. This is what happens if you hesitate. Whoops. It gets very painful. Now, the numbers don't lie. In the business of recruiting, you need to be prepared to recruit 20 to 30 people. Not 20 to 30,000 people. Not hundreds of millions of people. 20 to 30 people. Statistically, this has been worked out, and he's done the figures, he's done the homework on it. This is what he's discovered. These figures are consistent in any business, be it conventional or network marketing. 1/3 of the people, of the 20 to 30 people that you're speaking to, will do nothing. 1/3 will do a little. 1/3 will produce a good income. Usually one of that 1/3 will develop a group of thousands. According to Jordan Adler, some will do it and some won't. All the time and energy you put into trying to get your weaker team members to grow won't work. You're better off using that time to help your motivated distributors and recruit a few more new people. Again, this is not new information. We've heard this regularly. Charlie talks about this regularly. I'm just putting it in slightly different words. So the plan that Jordan came up with. In network marketing, you get paid for the volume of business brought into the company by you and your team each month. Jordan was full-time employed when he started his business, so he developed the following plan. He took 3 lunch breaks per week and did 3 business presentations. When he did this was the days before social media, before Facebook, before LinkedIn, before YouTube even. So he did 3 face-to-face presentations 3 times a week. We are a lot more fortunate these days in that we can simply share a video clip with a prospect, because I find that easier because I don't get a lunch break. I do sometimes get time to eat, but that time can be interrupted. Sometimes that time is quite late in the day. Sometimes I literally swallow food in 5 minutes and take off running again. So for me to say, I've got this amount of time on this and this day, doesn't work for me. However, I can shoot off a link and say, have a look at this. I'm going to follow up with you later on this evening. That works for me. It's a presentation. Have you got 20 minutes to watch this video clip? Yes? Great. Watch it. I'm going to get back to you tonight, tomorrow, whenever. Keep it simple. His goal was to recruit 1 person per month after showing the plan to 12 people per month. Watch the figures. This will put you in the range of 20 to 30 people in your team. Keep a goal sheet. He drew a simple chart with 100 squares in it. Charlie tells us to keep a simple plastic sleeve book for each distributor and their network. So you write the person's name and you draw out their structure. Jenny's got it on the wall behind her. When we get the picture up again, you'll see it. She's got her circles drawn on the wall behind her. It doesn't matter what you do. Just make sure it's visible. After every presentation, leave some literature or send a link with some literature if you're doing it electronically. If you are sending a link to a presentation, then send some literature the same way. We've got a ton of literature in our back office. Look under the resources in your back office. Eagle Team resources on Telegram. Share those links. Follow up a few days later. And I know this is one of my big downfalls, is I do not follow up in time or as soon as what I should do, because what happens is life happens and you don't get there. But the fortune is in that follow-up. Have faith that everything will work out as it is supposed to. There are only 2 answers that the person who's watched your presentation is going to give. Yes, I'm interested. No, I'm not interested. Those are the only 2 options there are. For the first 8 months of this work, he made minimal money every month. By month 33, he was earning twice as much money monthly as he did annually in his job. And this is something that I had a bit of a wake-up call on, because in a little under 3 years, it is entirely feasible for me to be earning 3 times my current annual salary, or should I say twice as much as my current annual salary in 1 month. I would be very happy and very eager to retire if I could do that. And it's not if, it's simply get my butt into gear and do it. So, still 8 minutes. So some points to ponder. You must have a plan and stick to it for 18 to 24 months minimum. You can build serious income on a lunchtime schedule. Usually, your big income growth will be tied to the work of 1 to 2 people. To find the 1 or 2, you must sponsor and train at least 20 to 30 people. 60 to 90% of the people you show your opportunity to will probably be uninterested. Turn them into customers. Technology will not replace the fundamentals of building a successful business. So social media is there to assist us. It is a tool. Just like money is a tool, so is social media. Human relationships are what count. Regardless of how financially tough your situation is, you can turn it around in 18 to 24 months with a consistent plan. And I hear this in every single story on the podcasts that Simon Chan does. If you haven't heard him yet, please listen to some of his podcasts. There are people that he interviews from all backgrounds. People who were in jail, business executives, company owners. The one lady had gotten so bad, she was a hooker on the street. And she caught a wake up the one day and decided that she had to change her life or she was going to die. She had no money. Jordan Adler had no money. He was broke. He was beyond broke. Charlie Bolton had no money. He was broke. Louis Smith had no money. He was bankrupt. And I think, to be quite honest, people who are in that tougher situation have a lot more incentive than some of us who are more comfortable. So what is your why? That's what we covered last week. And that's where I'm going to end it, because we have only 5 minutes left. And does anybody have any questions or comments before I stop the recording and go open mic?